Good morning and welcome to Rick in Asia 52. I'd like to get ready to consume one of many coffees today. This is a cappuccino and they make it for me extra hot. But that's not extra hot. Their idea of hot, I don't know what their idea of hot is in Indonesia. My idea of hot is like, hot, not lukewarm. This is like lukewarm, not even hot. No use complaining. Anyway, and you complain more when you get older, by the way. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to talk about the famous saying, life or age is but a number. Age is but a number. You know, when I was 30, 40, 50, I could say that with no problem whatsoever. Age is just a number. It'd be like, example would be like I come home from the airport and I got a 33 kilogram suitcase full of stuff that I purchased overseas, and I run up a flight of stairs with that suitcase, and it's like, no big deal. Well, that's when I was 30 and 40, maybe 50. Now I'm 74, and my wife came home from a vacation last week with her 33 kilogram suitcase. We had to go up 2 short flights of stairs, and we both had to carry that suitcase up. Finally, we managed to wrangle it upstairs. I grabbed it with my right hand, yanked it up. And, hey, when I got to the top of the stairs, I felt pretty good. And I thought, hey, 74, not bad. No repercussions. Next morning, I woke up and I was like, oh my God, my right side hurts, my shoulder hurts, everything hurts. But yeah, age is just a number when you're young. It's just a number. But when you get to be 60s and 70s and 80s, then age is a number, and that number means you're older and you're going to experience more pain. One thing I've learned about getting older, well, many things I've learned, but one thing is accept it. Accept the fact that there's going to be a measure of pain somewhere in your body. Yesterday, for instance, I'm sitting on the couch. I wanted to get a glass of water. So I just stood up like I normally stand up. And both knees went pop, pop. And I go, what the heck was that? You know? Yeah. This morning I get out of bed, right? So I just kind of swing my legs over to the side of the bed. Everything felt pretty good. Stood up. Oh my God, my back hurt. My lower back and my hips kind of hurt. Because I went swimming yesterday. Yeah, you know, you go swimming. When I go swimming, I get out of the pool and I feel like really positive that I've exercised, that I've done something. But the next day, it's like, I'm in pain. So, of course, you're going to look at that and you're going to say, well, should I just continue to do this? Should I just continue to, why am I exercising if I got pain the next day, you know? Interesting point, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. I remember now. What I was going to say is that, so what do we do? What do we do if exercise and movement gives us pain? What do we do with whatever life we have left, you know? Well, for me, there's a spiritual side to that, but I'll do that in I'll explain that in a different video. But what's really important is that we keep moving, we keep doing things. Believe it or not, even though some things cause pain, the no pain, no gain comment has an element of truth to it, and that element of truth is that when you move and you keep yourself active, you will lubricate your joints, strengthen your muscles, and prevent muscle loss from atrophied muscles that you have from not doing anything. So it is important to just keep moving. Keep moving. It'll help you physically, it'll help your joints, and it'll help you with just in general how you feel. You know, and also keeping your mind active and busy. Like for myself, I started this YouTube channel, which I'm horrible at, and I'm still trying to figure out how to edit and how to do things. But what's really important is that we do something, and keep your mind busy through a hobby or some sort of interest will really help you when you're in your 70s. So I've learned to compromise a few things, moderate some things in my life, and also accept some things in my life. I'm 74. Okay, cool. But I can still do things and pick up interests in things that weren't interesting me earlier in my life, you know? Quick example. I've always wanted to do something on a potter's wheel with clay. I know it sounds boring to you young guys, but something I've always wanted to do even when I was younger, actually. So me and my wife went, and she made a beautiful cup that I drink out of all the time. And I think of her when I pick up that cup because she created it from a ball of clay, you know, just like God created all of us. And there was just something neat about creation and making that. And I was really interested in how to do it. So we went and we did it, you know, one day. I haven't done it since, but things like that. Now, it's photography for me. I have a camera. I need to get another lens. But I enjoy creating things, even these silly kind of videos that I'm making. But it gives me something to do whether people watch them or not. So as you get older, like myself, again, I've said 10 times I'm 74, you can stay young in your mind. You can stay fresh in your mind, and you can still do some things physically, just maybe do them differently, you know. I want to give you a word of caution on that. You look at any professional wrestler, UFC champion, even actors like the guy that plays in Hawaii Five-0. I was talking to my wife about that earlier. He did all of his stunts for about 10 years. Guy's in awesome shape. The guy that plays McGarrett on Hawaii Five-0. Forget his last, O'Laughlin or something is his last name. And when you watch him, you know, you say, I want to be like that. Look how healthy this guy is. He's running and fighting and jumping. He did all of his own stunts, most of them. Yeah, I want to be like that. There is a price to pay when you push your body at a younger age. All these professional wrestlers that are all hunched over when they walk, professional bodybuilders who all die early from steroids, other athletes, your body will wear down. It's like taking an automobile, driving it at 100 miles an hour and slamming the brake, pumping and slamming the brakes every single day. Those pads are going to go, ooh, to almost nothing, and then you're going to have a major problem. Same with your body. Find a moderate exercise that isn't too traumatizing at a younger age, and you will have less damage to contend with and pain to contend with when you get older. Just a tip from an old guy that is suffering from some of those things, you know. Okay, well, that's it for today. I'm going to have a coffee. Just a little talk about age is not a number. That's a bunch of nonsense. Age is just a number. Is true in a literal way. Yeah, age is a number. There's a number of years for age, but that doesn't mean that when you're older you're going to free dive to 100 feet. You're going to get into UFC fighting when you're in your 60s. There are limits to what you can do, and you need to find what those limits are and enjoy yourself within the parameter of those limits. Okay, I talk way too long on this. It's time for breakfast. Catch you later. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to be talking about diet, exercise, hobbies, things to do when you're in your 70s. Tell me what you do. You're 70 years old, or you're 65, 70 years old or older. I am really curious what you do in your life. Put it down in the comment section. Let me know what your schedule's like, how you get through your day. I'm going to do a video on that too, getting through my entire day. But for right now, I'm signing off. Please like, subscribe, and comment in the section below. And my videos hopefully will get better. If you got any tips for me, leave that in the comments below also. Love you. Peace. Take care.